I'm 6'6". This creepy statue is not 6'6". And this enormous Buddha taller than 21 London buses is really not 6'6". It's one of several stops today where I'll also be trying to find a mysterious hidden temple, get emotionally scarred by some statues, and experience Bangkok's novice-friendly roads.
Look at the size of it! It's too big!
Why am I doing all this? Well, it's day 6 of exploring literally every corner of Thailand on this magnificently underpowered and undersized motorbike. But we're up early this morning and I'm gonna go get that temple now. It's a hard one. Only one up. There we go. Come on, no name.
So the temple that I'm aiming for, I actually can't remember the name of it, but it was basically an underwater temple for years. But then a severe drought one year revealed it. Now what I don't know is whether it's gone back underwater again. So I don't actually know if my drive today is actually going to be worth it. Country roads, take me home to a temple that I hope isn't underwater. And if it is, then for sake, oh country road, just take me home.
I would like to take this moment to profusely apologise for the state of my singing. But good news, I'd arrived at the theoretical location of the temple, where I was greeted by what may as well have been a Category 3 hurricane.
Tell you what, it's good and windy. On the ride here, I wasn't going above 60 kilometers an hour because I could just feel myself going all over the road like that. I mean, not literally like that, but. So this is the water. As you can see, the water level is quite high. So this is the photo that I saw online, which made me want to come here. If we look at the water level as it is now, I think there's zero chance of me finding it.
But I wasn't raised as a quitter. So despite the obviously high water and clear failure, I unleashed my inner Sherlock Holmes.
I'm gonna do a quick bit of research, see if there's anything that I've missed about where it might be, or I'm holding on to any glimmer of hope that I may still find this likely submerged temple. I mean, the good news is it's a beautiful location. Okay, I found the article online. Wat Nong Bua Yai. It's a temple that was submerged 25 years ago as a result of them building the dam that is right over there. But then in 2019, there was a severe drought which revealed the temple. Looking at the mountain in this photo, I believe it's over there, but all I can see that way is water. Would you not agree? That mountain in the photo is that mountain there. That mountain, that mountain. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Oh well, I mean, not that I'm hoping for a drought for this country, but round about now and let it last, you know, just about an hour, that would be good. But, I mean, come on, I shouldn't complain. It's beautiful, it's beautiful.
So before I said anything else morally questionable,
I think the best course of action now is to get some breakfast and tell you my foolproof plan for the rest of the day.
And as I'm sure you've come to expect, I got the most nutritious breakfast I could find.
So I just remembered on the way back, I actually have some food here at the hotel. Leftover KFC. They do these chicken and rice bowls here. Always a healthy choice for me. So here is my foolproof plan for the day that even I cannot get wrong. So thing 1 was to find the temple. I mean, I guess we found it, just couldn't see it. It was somewhat hidden. So I'm gonna class that as a success. Thing 2 is I am now gonna ride about an hour that way. That way, I think that way, to tick off my second bucket list item of the trip. It's basically a big Buddha, a very noteworthy big Buddha, and I'll give you some context as to why that's on my bucket list on the way. Thing 3 is I'm then going to drive a couple of hours south and make it to the town where I'm staying for the night, which is actually the great city of Bangkok.
Hey Finch, what's the capital of Thailand?
Bangkok!
And then finally, thing 4 is I've got some stuff I need to do, such as laundry, give the bike a once over. When I say give the bike a once over, I mean take it to a shop and they can give the bike a once over. All right, I'm just gonna finish this and then we'll hit the road. So I've already put sunscreen on today, but I'm putting on more because my nose has been getting eaten by the sun. Frankly, in the same way that your feet would get eaten by those piranha fish that eat dead skin. Oh my Lord, look at that. Can you see the tan line up in my hairline?
Oh gosh, this is bad. Well, it's going up there too.
After I finished being the stereotypical British tourist, I hopped on the bike and headed out of town. But I didn't get very far because I got pulled over by the Lop Buri 50, who wanted to have a little chat.
You show die card.
Driver's license.
Yeah,
of course.
Driving.
Yeah, on the other side you can see.
เมื่อเกี่ยวอังกฤษใช้กฎหมายไทยได้ Driving card nation นะครับแบบ Universal die card in Thailand นี่นะครับ
Yeah, international.
International เลยใช่ไหมครับ
Do you use 1949, 1926, 1968? This is international license.
โอเคครับโอเค Thank you.
Okay, ขอบคุณครับ
ครับผม Safety first.
Well, that traffic stop made me nervous. I have what I believe to be all the right documents, and he accepted it in the end, but in all my years coming to Thailand, that's actually my first time being stopped by the police and asked for a license. My first trip here was 7 years ago. Lop Buri, town of Middle England, asked for my license. Just gone slightly the wrong way, but sometimes it's fun to do that because you end up in little cute villages like this. Look at that lion. How cool is that? So, 7 years ago, I took my first trip to Thailand, and on the weekends away from the volunteer program, we checked out a lot of stuff in southern Thailand. Some of it I'll revisit later in this series for nostalgia's sake. Among the places we'd go were temples with big Buddha statues, and there was one in Phuket that I went back to so often that while I was away, my friends from university changed my name in our group chat to Big Buddha. So the significance of this Buddha that we're going to see today is that it's unlike any other Buddha I've ever seen before, because this place is literally
Thailand's biggest Buddha, which is also my second bucket list item. But before I go and wander over there and explore that absolute behemoth, I need to talk about something I wasn't expecting to talk about. And if you're of a squeamish nature, or if you're watching with children, or if you are yourself a child, maybe skip ahead to a timestamp I'll put on screen, because I've got to talk about something gruesome. To get out to this, you have to walk from the car park through a statue park. Not only will I label not safe for children, I will be having nightmares about this tonight. Firstly, I see these absolute giants of alien-like creatures. What the devil is going on here? I'm literally standing under his crotch right now. I think it's anatomically correct as well. I don't want to find out about this one. No, I think that's anatomically correct. And then the main section is a depiction of various forms of human torture. She's got an axe in her head, they're making this man into two men, lots of stabbing, and oh, I don't even know for this one. I mean, look at that, look, oh, and look at that, no, what's he doing? No, oh dear. Okay, these ones seem a bit more like a vegan rights group. How do you say it? Animal rights group. Vegan movement statues. And it turns out these hippocampus scarring statues are depictions of Buddhist hell. I guess that's one way to make your kid behave. Literally, that kid's crying. Literally, that kid that's here is gonna have nightmares for days. Or his whole life. Like, what? There was kids, and there are kids going through it. I don't know how any kids can be allowed to walk through and see that. It's so ridiculously graphic. Buddy cat. Buddy cat. Hello. Well, now that mental scarring is over, I'm gonna go check out the big boy. Buddy cat. Hello. Hi. You've got to take your shoes off, so now my feet are going to get roasted on these tiles. Oh, okay, they're actually not so bad. If you've ever walked on sand in the sun, it's nothing like that. I don't know how to adequately do justice to the size of it. I believe it's 92 meters tall, so if you were to put it in front of the London Eye, this is how tall it would be. Oh, I just rubbed sunscreen in my eye. If you want some perspective, this is the Buddha from afar, and then this is the size of humans compared to where its fingers are. Just look at all this space back here. You could play football back here. I mean, you shouldn't. Like here of all places, you really shouldn't. But you could. It's so big that he's got a little armrest built in. Just look at how high up his head goes. Honestly, I think the best place to see it is from far away. Hello. Having a school trip turn up here has made it quite the experience. Okay, let's work it out. What will the what 3 words be today? There we go. Waken quarterfinals prospects. Those are words that a pundit would use when describing England's hopes in the World Cup. I think that was well worth the trip to tick off the second bucket list item. I mean, putting the mental scarring from the statue park to one side, it was worth it. As always, the day passes quicker than I expect. It is already 1:30, so I'm gonna hit the road to Bangkok and get checked into my hostel.
Other than a modicum of my own stupidity,
I've just realised I'm running on absolute fumes. I haven't filled up with gas today. Today is not the day to be running out of gas. It's day 6, come on.
the ride to Bangkok was both peaceful and simple. And that was true all the way until...
Honestly, this ride into Bangkok is it's close to making me hate life right now. When you go over the big overpasses, there's nowhere to pull off to the side if anything happens. It's literally just lanes, 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 concrete wall, big drop. I'm about to go over another one. I hate it.
Look at the size of it, it's too big! What a joke how big it is.
Honestly, I feel like I'm on a UK motorway on a motorised BMX. That's the best way to describe how I feel right now. And in case you ever wanted to know what that feeling is like, it's not good.
Despite the perils, I carried on, calmly as ever.
What? He's cutting across me! What a f***ing clown! He's cutting across me like a
After swearing my way through the traffic, I finally made it. Alive.
Oi, I'm alive. Didn't think that was going to happen for a moment. Those roads are both not for the faint-hearted and should be illegal. Nah, I'm being dramatic. I managed to get to the hostel by about 4 o'clock, which I'm pretty stoked with for once I actually beat the Google Maps time, even with getting lost around Bangkok. I don't know how I did that, but now I'm going to try and get No Name looked after. It needs oil, it needs the chain tightened. I don't know what that actually means though. I'm barely a car person and bikes are just, I understand what they are. I understand what an automatic, a semi-automatic and a manual is. I understand they have a horn and a throttle and mirrors and wheels, but having your chain tightened, it's beyond the realms of my understanding. So I'm gonna go and try find someone to do it for me in Bangkok.
But before I could go anywhere, I found an internet meme playing out in real life. Anyway, back in the crazy streets.
I think I found somewhere that can do this for me. You can do oil and chain for this bike?
No, my shop is not make
Luckily, the lovely lady was able to point me in the direction of another mechanic.
And it is so close. I think I'm gonna ride along the pavement to get there. Yes, it seems more like it. Sawadika. English? English. Okay, I do on Google Translate.
Sometimes on this trip I have little moments where I really appreciate that what I'm doing is giving me experiences that seem so small, and if I was doing them back home they'd just be a chore. But where else would I end up in a 10-minute conversation back and forth with some really tricky Google Translate, and then they're pulling the bike in the shop, they're doing the thing, the two things that I've asked them to do. And here I am by the side of a highway in Bangkok in the most back street of repair shop, and they're doing the full thing. They're even doing the air pressures for me. How beautiful is that? It's the moments that would feel normal back home, but here it's what somebody who lives here would do. Moments like this, so tiny, actually like really hit home in quite a weird way. Maybe I'm just a weirdo, I don't know. So spoiler alert, I'll be back in Bangkok in a couple of weeks. I might just bring it back to this shop for the next time I get it checked up. How great is this? Ah, Khop Khun Kap, let me pay you. 200, yeah?
Wallet.
Perfect. Okay. Khop Khun Kap.
After the day's ordeals, I decided it was time to finally get some sustenance.
Okay, well, I have no idea what today's video has been. It's been a random one. We failed with the temple, but at the same time it was beautiful, so it didn't quite feel like a failure. And then the big Buddha was amazing, but scarring. Look, you see these tan lines? These aren't tan lines, these are shock lines. But now that I'm here, I got my laundry going, I got no name service, oil changed, chain tightened, whatever the hell that means. They greased the brakes. I think they must have done something with the gears, because the clutch, it's all smoother. Everything's better about the bike. Not that it was bad before, but everything feels good and better, and I'm happy. Khop Khun Kap. And now, perfect timing. Can you see the steam? Food has arrived, and I'm very excited. Well, what is it actually? See all those things there? I don't know what any of it is. I mean, that's alright. That's noodles, then that's soup. But these balls, did these things fly? Did these things swim? Who knows? But it does smell good.
After I finished the plasticine soup, I was going to call it a day. But then, a few hours later... Oh. This chair moves. Look. It's 8:30 and I've got a sudden burst of energy. I don't know where it's come from. It has nothing to do with a can of coffee that I may or may not have just had from 7-Eleven. Do you know what I like to do when it's 8:30 at night on a tepidly warm Monday evening in Bangkok? I like to take a walk around the block and see what we find. No names, nothing personal, but I'm going without you. I'm using my legs for once. Well, we're next door to a barber shop. Is that a cat? Is that a cat? What's that sound? Can you hear that? What is that sound? I mean, it must be normal. Nobody's reacting to it. Dude, what is that? Oh, there's fireworks or something. What kind of vehicle is this? Outside of a 7-Eleven. I'm very confused. It's vegetarian, but then there's crab, chicken, fish, duck, chicken, prawn, fish. Wonder what the hygiene authority makes of this. Food cart. Trash. What is going on over here? That is a 100-year-old train station where the front has been turned into an entire marketing board for Samsung. That's when you know Western consumerism has met with the East. Right there. That would be a fair statement if Samsung wasn't Korean. Is the lighting any good here? I can't really tell. Okay, well, the hostel's about 30 meters that way, so today was successful. We checked off the second bucket list item, which is awesome, even though I've been left mentally scarred for a long time from that statue part. Why they needed to be so liberal with the red paint, I don't know. But made it to Bangkok alive. I'm here for 2 nights. So tomorrow I'm gonna have an explore of this wee little city here, and maybe we find something cool. Tomorrow night, I hope to tick off third bucket list item of the trip. So I hope you join me tomorrow. And until then, I hope you don't have nightmares like I will tonight. But yeah, good night. Is that a good ending? That statue is anatomically correct, I swear. I swear.